I found a decorative piece resembling a 20-inch iron-wheeled plow at an Irish restaurant. Even if it is a small plow, could it serve merely as decoration, or might it have been used in the past? How would it function compared to a full-size version, considering it is just a small replica? I have searched for terms such as toy plow, toy metal plow, and small metal plow, but have not found any relevant results. Any ideas? It is a component of a cultivator, which can be either manually operated or drawn by a pony. I found farm equipment on my property that stands approximately 3.5 feet tall and is constructed entirely of heavy iron, featuring a seat. It appears to be designed for towing, and the components on the rosette section suggest it is intended for seed distribution. Any ideas what this thing is? This is a horse-drawn stalk cutter. The corn stubble left over from the harvest presented problems for the farmer. Plowing would not cover up the corn stalks adequately, which interfered with the planting of next year's crop. Exposed stalks promoted insects and disease. This gave rise to the horse-drawn corn stalk cutter. I found a thick, V-shaped wire tool at a craft sale, with each arm measuring approximately 7 inches in length and terminating in a small wooden ball. A small metal claw is attached to the wire, and the loop at the end of the claw rotates freely. I have conducted reverse image searches, as have several other participants at the craft sale, but none of us have been able to identify it. The tool was found in a bucket alongside various knitting and crocheting implements, though it may not be related to fiber crafts at all. Anyone know what this is? They're for making your knitting portable. You take the clip off, push the wire part through your skein of yarn, put the clip back on, then you can attach it to loop on your wrist, a backpack, whatever. They're missing the part that would attach to the wrist loop or bag, etc. But you could put a carabiner or something on it. I found these items in close proximity to each other in Lake Erie, with some nearby artifacts dating back to the 1840s. They measure approximately 4 inches by 4 inches and consist of an iron curve mounted on a rectangular base, which features 2 holes, one oriented horizontally and the other vertically. I suspect that these items are composed of copper and cast iron. Any ideas what this thing is? Their name is bell crank. A bell crank is a type of crank that changes motion through an angle. The angle can range from 0 to 360 degrees, but 90-degree and 180-degree bell cranks are most common. The item was retrieved from a shipwreck many years ago and was presented to me as part of an art exhibit. It is a small yellowish amber vial containing a clear liquid, housed in a leather-corded pouch. The vial measures approximately 1 inch in length and appears to be quite old, exhibiting brittleness and etchings in an unreadable language. I am concerned that the liquid may be hazardous, which is why I have refrained from opening it to assess its odor. Any ideas what this thing is? This is the Soviet perfume, which has a jasmine fragrance. This item resembles a bottle opener. However, it not engaged with a crown cap. It measures a total length of 4 inches, featuring an open heart-shaped head that is approximately 1.5 inches square. The piece appears to be made from a single solid piece of brass-colored metal. The handle, which is 2 inches long, is wrapped in a green grip that may be leather, plastic, or rubber. The handle concludes with a 1/2 inch metal end. There are no visible markings, logos, or moving parts. Additionally, it is likely that this item originated from the UK in the mid-20th century, as it was acquired while clearing out a grandparent's home after their passing. Anyone know what this is? It's a bottle opener. The crown cap used to have more serrations to grab onto before the 1960s. This might explain trouble in opening a modern bottle. I found a square-shaped structure approximately 15 feet tall, located next to a highway and a nearby bridge, adjacent to a hiking trail. The building features an opening on one side and a wider roof that is not connected, supported by wooden beams. In the center, there is a chimney-like shaft reinforced by metal rods embedded in the concrete. There are no signs or markings present. I attempted to search for information online, but only found references to birdhouses and wishing wells. I am perplexed by this structure. Any idea what this is made for? This is Chimney Swift Towers. Historic records indicate that before colonial times, the species now known to science as Chatura pelagica used hollow trees for roosting and nesting. Accounts in New England of the species nesting in chimneys date to the 1670s, and along the Atlantic coastal plain, the bird's exclusive use of chimneys for nest sites was established by 1800. Within hollow trees and chimneys, sheltered interior walls meet the bird's requirements for nesting and roosting. Chimney swifts are unable to perch. Instead, they cling to vertical surfaces with their feet and use the stiff shafts that protrude from the ends of their tail feathers as a brace. For nests, swifts collect branch-end twigs with their feet in flight, then use their quick-drying adhesive saliva to construct a narrow platform with the tiny sticks on an interior chimney or tree cavity. This item was found at a flea market. It is a solid oak wooden piece, measuring the width of a palm at its widest point and tapering to a point on both ends. The item weighs approximately 20 pounds and is rigid, unable to be flexed by hand. There are no attachment points, and I can confirm that it is not a bow. Any ideas what this thing is? It is a yoke. I found a metallic object at a thrift store in Switzerland. What is its purpose? We intended to use it as a holder for breakfast spoons with jam. The item weighs approximately 20 grams and has a metallic silver finish with some patina. It features a handle inscribed with Chateau de Meursault, which is a French winery that currently has an operational website offering general information and a shop. The logo appears to be the imprinted emblem on the object. Any ideas? It's a wine-tasting cup. What is a taste-of-vine cup, and why do sommeliers wear it around their neck? Dating back as far as the 15th century, a taste-of-vine is a small, shallow wine-tasting cup, usually silver, that was used by winemakers to evaluate the color and clarity of a wine. Centuries ago, all of this evaluating was done in a dark, candlelit cellar, so the taste-of-vine was designed with indentations in its sides that catch and reflect light, making it possible to see through the wine to check clarity. Taste-vin design varies with the type of wine to be evaluated. A taste-vin with small linear grooves, Gordons, is designed for evaluating white wines. A taste-vin with round indentations, cupules, is for red wines. Sometimes the two forms were combined in a single taste-vin,